It's Stantler's Saturday, and Stantler's Saturday is a day where you have to stand up to those that do wrong in the world, like Tyranitar, for example. We can put an end to what Tyranitar's doing with options such as Thief. Take from the rich and give to the Stantler, you know? Like that kind of thing. That's all kinds of things like that happen on Stantler's Saturday. It's that kind of day. Alright, here's where things get tricky, because the enemy has a Swampert, and I also have a Swampert. Our teams thus far are identical, as far as we both know. Now that's interesting right there. That is interesting. I'm going to go to my Skarmory right here, because I think a Protect or a something is coming down. And I can get a layer if I'm lucky. Stantler, it's got horns, and if you mess with the bull, you get the horns. That's what... Sometimes I have like a council meeting with my personal council, and they tell me useful sayings like that to help me out in life. And one of the things they say is if you mess with the bull, you get the horns. And I don't know what they're talking about. Like, what a bull? Is it a figurative bull that represents, you know, triggering the wrath of some sort of vengeful entity? I don't know. I'll take it up with them next time we meet. But for me personally, it's quite frightening to think of such a thing. And I consider it to be maybe even a threat to my person. But that's neither here nor there. You're going to pursue me for like 2%? That actually does 23? Well, you've made a mistake in the sense that Stantler is on the field. Stantler has antlers on it. It's one of the most aptly named Pokemon there is, Stantler. Stantler. And it's got a name that it's catchy as if it was named by a divine entity. You know what I mean? Am I making any sense to anybody, or am I just talking into the void? Probably. You guys even watch my videos? Am I hallucinating all the views? Is this all a big lie? That's possible. What is reality? Plato, are we all in a cave? Looking at shadows on the wall? Thinking that that's reality. When in fact there's more to life, such as Stantler. Stantler exists. That's what I can be certain of. Didn't someone famous say that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now my opponent, Gigago, is taking a while on this particular turn. It's interesting to consider. Why and how and for what purpose? Am I saving mag here, or are we exiting to nowhere? I kind of want to save the Skarm. I think I could chip heal it back up to fruition and get more layers. The spinner's gone. More layers is more... There's a higher chance of victory in my book. I think you sack mag. It's done its service. It's not very good either. It's probably a refresh one, but totally blanks. Just invites it in and gets defeated. So what else is to be done? We could do a Stantler, right? You could Thunderwave this. The Tar invites in Swampert very easily. Right. I'll go to Stantler. We'll do a Stantler. Maybe they don't know I got Thunderwave. Who knows that? It's kind of a random option on Stantler, I must admit. It's a reindeer. It's paralyzing the enemy directly with a wave of thunder. How? I don't know. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? But that's okay. People are too concerned with Pokemon making sense, and they pretend it makes sense. But it really doesn't, and that's okay. Why does it have to make sense? Who cares about it? It's animals fighting one another. I have a strong bond with my animal that I force to do combat for my amusement. We have a strong bond, me and him. Keep talking about it. You sound insane. I earthquake this and I could... Me and my Stantler have a strong bond, as you can see. We do. That's such fun. I'm going to tell my family about that turn. The Earthquake crit. I'm going to tell my family about it. Good double to multi. Well played. Good move. I didn't expect that move from Gigagago. That got me. It could be a sack Skarm. Unfortunately, Skarm is unlikely to really heal back up and do much else. I would love it to, but it's too dangerous to risk getting wisped on my Tar at such a stage, you know? It is. It's too risky. Stantler still has value to provide. It still does. It could body slam para the Swampert. That's useful. Well, not really. It's probably refresh Swampert, but we can like chip it down a bit. Maybe. Moltres bad matchup for the Stantler team. It really is. I hate sucking the Skarm here, but I think it has to be done. And I mean, how useful is the spikes against the Moltres really? Is it just immune to spikes anyway, right? One layer is good enough for me here. It's as good as we're gonna get. Good HP grass middle ground move. Good one. It's a little awkward because we go Tar, we take a spike. We force in Swampert, but then I go Celebi. You could double the Molt again. Now you're in my head because you did it this time. What's stopping you from doing it again? This is where Moltres can be very good, right? In matchups like this. That forego the usual defensive blockades against such a thing. Is it such a threat, Fire Grass? It could be a Stantler switch in. Call me insane. Is it a Stantler switch? It might be better than the... Because the Stantler applies more pressure to Swampert than Tar does. It's got Body Slam Stab, but with Para Chance is going to do more. Here. And I'm representing Thunder Wave too, which frightens you, doesn't it? Well, that just kills? Whoa, okay, never mind. I didn't realize the position I was in there. I didn't realize that Stantler... You forget sometimes these Pokemon, they have no bulk. 65. Oh my gosh. I'm used to using OU Pokemon that can like live a flamethrower. That Stantler is not one of them. Okay. Well. I mean, I think you got to preserve the Moltres. I don't think you can afford to Wisp here. Yeah, the punch is a good move by me. That might even save my life. That the issue arises when you go back Moltres. It really does. But I'm going to leech here. I could have recovered on the Protect. I probably needed to do that or I was out of the game. I really should have done that, huh? I could Psychic the Molt for pretty little benefit, to be honest. Now, are you going to Wisp my Swampert? It's damn possible. I could Refresh on it, though. You could also... You HP Grassed before. You could be inclined to do it again. I can't afford to lose my Celebi, though. It's my only stop. My only way to stop... Swampert. Who can run away with things very swiftly. If given the chance. I have Refresh. Oh, you tricked me! Good trick. That was a good trick. You pretended to not have Giga Drain. And then Wisp Giga Drain uncommon, by the way. Especially when you got Grass on Moltres also. But what can I say? It did get me. It did get me. Okay, there is a world where I win. There is. There's a world. Maybe the... Oh, the Taunt? I like to see that. Taunt, Wisp, Giga. It's like a... These are the kind of fringe Gengars. You can't account for such a thing. It's a... Gengar with a vengeance. It is. Now, they might think I don't have Grass, which could be a good bluff. Because I haven't clicked Grass. I didn't click it prior when I was in on Swampert. Not necessarily a dead giveaway, but we could consider that reality. Now, I'm 240. Yeah, I'm slow as dirt. Now, do I just go Tar? Nah. So you're saying? So you're saying there's a possibility of... Okay, Blissey lost. Could Tar versus the world make this happen? This is interesting. There's gaming to be had here. Punch might be too obvious, but the fact that it's obvious might be the reason why it's the perfect move, right? I think I do punch. I just feel it. No, he played around it. To play around it again is insanity. I do it again. To play around it a third time in a row? What are you, crazy? Fourth time in a row, you gotta be mad. Am I missing something? Is this just the best line for you? To just do this? I think you've got me here. Have I missed a macro situation where just spamming Ice Beam is the best play? Because you've done enough damage to... Yeah, I'm just going to Moltres now. I missed something there. The 2 rock slides would have got you. That was... I'll be honest, I've been playing Pokemon all day. I'm tired. I can't make sense of this one. I can't make sense of it. I'll have to... I say that I'm going to analyze it. The truth is I'm not going to analyze this one. You guys can analyze it all you like. You can glean whatever you want from that one. That was a Stantler attempt, I'll call it. Stantler itself did fantastic work, but a simple Moltres... That's the issue. The real issue with running Stantler is that it's not like an Aerodactyl or something better that helps you against Moltres. Because Moltres just eats you alive. Anyway. Stantler Saturday is one of the famously unlucky, frowned upon days of the year. So I wish you stay safe on Stantler Saturday, folks. There's bad omens afoot. Goodbye.